What's going on, y'all? Hopefully everybody doing well. Welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a minute since I posted a video. I did a live a couple weeks ago when I was in Philly with Barn. I was supposed to do another live the next day. I just didn't feel up to it. Those of y'all that have been on the channel know that this time of year is hard for me to deal with. Right? Not only do I feel the effects of seasonal depression, but this is the time of year that I lost my mother. Those of y'all that don't know, January 2nd, 2004, my mother was killed. And the whole situation surrounding that is, I have a lot of regrets, a lot of guilt, a lot of stuff that I wish I could have done differently, right? And I fully understand, we can't live with regrets, or I can't live with regrets, right? That I have to live my life according. And it changes the way I live my life moving forward, I guess I could say. So let me tell you just a little bit what's going on. First and foremost, the situation with my mom, right? So when she passed, we weren't speaking. I hadn't spoken to her in months because, I had robbed my sister's boyfriend at the time for some drugs, and my mom got upset. I felt like she was taking my sister's side. So I said, I'm not going to talk to my mom, right? My mom's birthday is December 13th. I didn't get her nothing for her birthday. I didn't get her nothing for Christmas. I showed up at a family member's house for New Year's Eve get together. And my family member had to lie to me to get me there because they know me and my mom weren't talking. So I asked them, I said, is my mom going to be there? They said, no, she's not going to be there. So I said, okay, I'm going to come through. I went through, my mom was there, and I left. Right? January 1st, New Year's Day, I started feeling like I was in the wrong, right? I started feeling like I was doing something wrong or handling the situation wrong. So I said, all right, you know what? I'm the type of person too, if I feel like I'm wrong, I have to make amends, because I'm going to stand on whatever decision I make. If I feel like I'm right, I'm going to stand on that. But if I feel like I'm wrong, I have to make amends, and I have to apologize. And I have no problem admitting if I'm wrong in a situation. But if I'm wrong and it causes pain to somebody that I love, man, listen, that shit eats me up bad. So it started to eat me up a little bit, because when at that New Year's Eve get together, when my mom showed up, I walked out of the house. My mom came outside on the porch and gave me a hug. And it was one of those situations where, your mom, I couldn't tell her no, she's my mom, right? So she said, come here. Gave me a hug and was like, I love you. She said, stay out of trouble, right? And I left. And the whole ride home that night, it bothered me. And I was like, damn, here she is. I'm the one that's in the wrong here, right? My mom did nothing wrong in that situation. But I was treating her as if she did something wrong. So I started to dig myself. I was like, damn, I'm being fucked up, man. I said, all right, I got to make this right? So, January 1st, I was like, I slept in because I was up late, the night before. So I said, you know what, I'll go see her January 2nd, the next day. I said, I'll go see her the next day. So I pull up to the house, and my siblings are there. They're happy to see me because they ain't seen me around because me and my mom, well, I wasn't talking to my mom. So I pulled up, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna spend the day with my mom. I said, I'm gonna just pull up and we're just gonna spend the day. And that's the type of relationship me and my mom had. I just go over there, hang out on the couch with her, lay my head on her lap. She used to scratch my head, and we used to just talk. And I went over there and I was like, yo, I'm sorry. I said, I said, I need to apologize to you. And she said, hold on. She said, I gotta go somewhere. I'll be back. She said, and then we could speak about it. I said, all right. So I stood in the house for about a half an hour more, and then I left. And then about 20 minutes after that, I got a call saying that my mother was killed. I never got to apologize to her. I came to the house to apologize, but I never got the chance to. The closest that I got to it was telling her, hey, I need to talk to you. I need to apologize to you. I never got the chance to say I was sorry. And that's something that bothers me still to this day. Man, it's been 19 years. And this year is one of the hardest years dealing with it. In the past, I've dealt with it with drugs. I've dealt with it with, bad decisions. I've dealt with it by not dealing with it. I've dealt with it, healthy ways in the past. This year, for some reason, man, it's kicking my ass. And I think I know why. It's kicking my ass. Because over the past couple years, I haven't been the best version of me, right? Now I've accomplished things, I've made a decent living, I've accomplished things, but I haven't been the best husband that I could be, right? I've been lacking in certain areas, helping out around the house, stuff like that. I sort of felt like, well, I'm paying all the bills, why should I have to help do the dishes? Or, so stuff like that. And that's stuff that I've been trying to do more of lately because I recognized it, right? And I started to realize, take an inventory of my life because I felt this weight bearing down on me. And in the past, this would have led to me getting high. I felt this weight bearing down on me. And I was like, all right, what's up? Something's not right here. Like, I shouldn't be feeling like this because in the present time, I'm not doing anything wrong, right? I'm living my life good. So I had to take inventory, and I had to have a long conversation with Rachel and tell her, apologize for things and talk to her and be a man about certain things and tell her, yo, I'm sorry for this. I'm sorry for that. I should have done this differently. Maybe I need to learn to shut up a little bit more. Maybe I need to learn to be a little bit more patient, and I had to apologize for the things that I did, right? Fuck what she did that made me get upset or made me curse her out or made me ignore her or make me not want to help. That's not part of why I'm feeling like this. I'm feeling like this because I don't want to be viewed as somebody who has it all together or who is this good person, but behind closed doors, I'm being somebody different. You know what I mean? For me, it's all about integrity. I have to do the right thing when everybody ain't looking. And that doesn't mean 50% of the time. That doesn't mean 70% of the time. That doesn't mean 99% of the time. For me, that means 100% of the time. If I'm not doing the right thing 100% of the time, and I'm not doing the right thing. And once again, this is just stuff that, has, I guess I've sort of swept under the rug for the past couple years. And I was like, well, it's the majority of the stuff is minor stuff. So, it's not big shit. But there's those one or two things in there that's not minor, right? And to me, it might be minor. To other people, it might not be. And I started to realize, I was like, damn, I'm treating the person who I love the most, which is my wife, right? I'm treating her the same way I was treating my mom. And my mom, I never got to make it right. Right? So I said, I need to make this right. And I started having those conversations with Rachel and tell her, look, I need to talk to you, man. I need to be honest with you. I need to tell you some things that you're going to be upset at me. But I need to tell you this. And it's because I love you, and because when we sat down, and me and Rachel, we literally had this conversation. We sat down at a fucking table. And when we decided to get together, because we dealt with each other for years, and we decided to get together, we sort of laid out these ground rules and said, okay, this is what I expect out of you. I'm going to let you in because we've both been hurt. We've both been done wrong. We've both done wrong. You know what I'm saying? But we said, this is what I expect out of you. This is what you can expect out of me, and in return, this is what I promise you. And we sort of made, to me, us sitting down at that table and talking about that, those were more important than our wedding vows. Because we sat down, and without that, there's no wedding vows. You know what I'm saying? So we decided to do this stuff, and I realized, damn, as a man, if I'm not doing right 100% of the time, I'm not doing right. And it hurt. It hurt me to know that I was giving less than I was expecting, right? I was expecting 100% out of Rachel, but at the same time, I wasn't giving her 100%. You know what I'm saying? So I said, man, how fucked up is that I'm expecting you to give me 100%, but at the end of the day, I'm not giving you 100%, right? And I'm mad when you don't give me my 100, but I'm giving you fucking 60. I'm giving you 80 sometimes. Sometimes I'm giving you 95, 99, but not all the time, And I just had to talk to her and had that talk with her, and it felt good. But it also, it hurt too, to know that the person that listen, if somebody was to hurt Rachel, I would die and kill for her. Point blank, period. No regrets. And I started to realize, damn, I'm hurting her. And I would never allow somebody else to do that, but I'm doing what I would never allow somebody else to do. And I started to realize that a lot of times in life we do that. They always say that we hurt the people closest to us. And it's true, we do that. Why? I don't know. Maybe because we know they're going to forgive us, maybe out of comfort. I don't know. But I started to realize that, and I didn't want, God forbid, something was to happen and me never get that chance to make it right, right? So I just encourage y'all out there, man, that if there's something you need to say to somebody, something you need to take responsibility for, do it, man, because tomorrow's not guaranteed, right? Each day that we wake up, we get closer to that casket. Each and every single day we wake up, we get closer to that casket. That's the one thing that we know for sure, right? So I just encourage y'all to do what needs to be done, man. It hurts, but it feels good at the same time, you know. Thank you guys. Remember to be kind, loving, and patient. And I'm sorry, I just need to take some time to make sure what's truly important to me, which is my wife, my family, that I'm that 100% all the time before I can give any time or any effort to anything or anyone else. Right? Thank you guys. We're to be kind, loving, and patient. Have a great day, y'all.